In the vast and brutal landscape of the 13th century Mongol Empire, one name echoed with a unique blend of royal grace and raw power. Kutalun. She wasn't just any princess. She was the great-granddaughter of the legendary Genghis Khan, and she carried his warrior spirit in her very soul. Forget silk pillows and courtly intrigue. Kutalun's home was the saddle, and her companions were the fierce warriors of her father's army. Imagine the scene. Thundering hooves shaking the earth as the Mongol horde charges into battle. At the forefront, riding shoulder to shoulder with her father Kaidu's with a bow in hand. She's a whirlwind of deadly precision, her arrows finding their mark with terrifying accuracy. In the chaos of close combat, she's just as formidable. A skilled fighter who commands respect not through her lineage, but through her undeniable prowess. Her presence was said to be so inspiring that her father's soldiers fought with renewed vigor, believing her to be a warrior blessed by the heavens. But Kutalun's legend wasn't just forged on the battlefield. When it came time for marriage, she refused to be a political pawn. She issued a challenge that spread like wildfire across the empire. She would only marry the man who could defeat her in a wrestling match. This was no mere test of strength. It was a declaration of her independence and power, and there was a steep price for failure. Any suitor who dared to step onto the wrestling mat and lost would owe her 100 horses, one after another. Princess, warriors, and champions from far and wide came to test their might. Against the wrestling princess, they were drawn by her beauty, her status, and the sheer audacity of her challenge. They saw a princess, but they would soon face a champion. Picture a confident suitor, muscles rippling, stepping forward to face her. The crowd holds its breath. But with a stunning display of technique, leverage, and raw strength, Kutalun throws him to the ground. Another match won. Another 100 horses added to her ever-growing herd. It said she amassed a staggering 10,000 horses this way, a herd larger than many of the emperor's own. Kutalun was never defeated. She remained a symbol of strength and defiance, choosing her own path in a world dominated by men. She eventually did marry, but on her own terms, to a man of her own choosing, without ever being bested in her challenge. Her father trusted her judgment so completely that he wanted to name her as his successor to the Khanate. While this never came to pass, she continued to serve as a military commander, her strategic mind as sharp as her combat skills. Kutalun wasn't just a princess who could fight. She was a brilliant general, an undefeated champion, and a true heir to the legacy of the Mongol warriors. The story endures, a powerful reminder of one of history's most formidable women. Thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe for more tales of incredible figures from the past.